Unleashing the unexpected, how life's greatest challenges fuel extraordinary success. Welcome to the BlackCEO Podcast. Today, we're embarking on a journey that will challenge everything you think you know about success, resilience, and human potential. We're diving deep into a paradox that has the power to transform lives and reshape our understanding of what's truly possible. I recently had the privilege of interviewing Melanie Lynn Porter, a visionary entrepreneur and dedicated caregiver whose insights have sent shockwaves through the business world. Melanie isn't just breaking barriers, she's redefining what it means to thrive in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Her story isn't just inspiring, it's revolutionary, offering a blueprint for turning life's greatest challenges into catalysts for extraordinary success. Imagine for a moment a tightrope walker, not just any tightrope walker, but one who's balancing not only their own weight, but also carrying someone on their shoulders. Now picture this tightrope walker also juggling flaming torches while walking that rope. Sounds impossible, right? Yet, this is precisely the kind of balancing act that caregivers who are also business owners perform every single day. And society, in its myopic focus on traditional metrics of success, often overlooks this incredible feat. Today, we're going to shatter that myopia. We're going to explore a counterintuitive idea that flies in the face of conventional wisdom. They're some of the most daunting obstacles in life. The ones that seem designed to break us can actually be the very things that propel us towards unprecedented success and personal growth. Melanie Lynn Porter's journey is a testament to this radical idea. As both a caregiver and a business owner, she's faced challenges that would make most people crumble. But instead of succumbing to the pressure, she's alchemized these challenges into a formula for success that's as unconventional as it is effective. Now, I can almost hear the skeptics among you. You're thinking, wait a minute, how can adding more stress and responsibility to an already overflowing plate possibly lead to better outcomes? It's a fair question, and one that goes against everything we've been taught about work-life balance and stress management. But that's exactly why we need to examine this paradox more closely. Let's start by confronting an uncomfortable truth. Life is inherently challenging. We're all juggling multiple responsibilities, dealing with unexpected curveballs, and trying to make sense of a world that seems to grow more complex by the day. But what if, instead of viewing these challenges as burdens, we started seeing them as opportunities for exponential growth? This is where Melanie's insights become truly revolutionary. She's discovered that the very act of caregiving, with all its demands and emotional toll, has actually made her a more formidable entrepreneur. And conversely, her entrepreneurial skills have enhanced her ability to provide care. It's a symbiotic relationship that defies conventional logic and challenges us to rethink everything we thought we knew about success and personal growth. Consider this. Caregiving requires immense patience, empathy, and the ability to think on your feet. You're constantly problem solving, managing time efficiently, and dealing with high stress situations. Sound familiar? These are the exact same skills that are crucial for success in business. By honing these skills in one area of life, Melanie found she was better equipped to handle challenges in the other. But let's not sugarcoat it. This dual role is incredibly demanding. The stress can be overwhelming, the hours long, and the rewards not always immediately apparent. So how does one stay motivated through this process? This is where Melanie's experience offers some truly game-changing insights. Firstly, she emphasizes the importance of radically reframing our perspective. Instead of seeing caregiving as a distraction from business goals, she views it as an elite training ground for developing essential skills. Every challenge in caregiving becomes an opportunity to practice resilience, adaptability, and creative problem solving, all crucial traits for any entrepreneur. Secondly, Melanie highlights the transformative power of finding meaning in the struggle. When we're pushed to our absolute limits, we're forced to dig deep and discover strengths we never knew we possessed. This process of self-discovery can be incredibly motivating. It's not just about surviving the day-to-day challenges, but about evolving into a version of ourselves we never thought possible. But here's where it gets really interesting. Melanie found that the emotional intelligence developed through caregiving translated directly into better business relationships. The empathy, patience, and understanding cultivated in caring for a loved one became invaluable tools in understanding customer needs, managing employees, and negotiating with partners. Now, you might be thinking that's all well and good, but what about the practical aspects? How does one actually manage the time and energy demands of both roles? This is where Melanie's experience offers some truly counterintuitive wisdom. Instead of striving for perfect balance, an often elusive and stress-inducing goal, Melanie advocates for embracing the imbalance. She found that accepting that some days will lean more towards caregiving, while others will be business-focused, actually reduce stress and increase productivity. It's about being fully present in whatever role you're occupying at the moment, rather than constantly trying to juggle both simultaneously. This approach flies in the face of traditional time management advice, which often emphasizes strict scheduling and compartmentalization. But Melanie discovered that flexibility and adaptability were far more valuable than rigid structures. By allowing herself to flow between roles as needed, she found a rhythm that worked for her unique situation. But let's address the elephant in the room: burnout. It's a very real risk when taking on such demanding dual roles. Here's where Melanie's insights are truly revolutionary. She found that the key to avoiding burnout wasn't in trying to do less, but in finding more meaning in what she was doing. By connecting her caregiving role to her business goals, and vice versa, Melanie created a sense of purpose that energized her even on the toughest days. For example, she used her caregiving experiences to inform product development in her business, creating solutions for problems she encountered firsthand. This integration of her two worlds not only led to innovative business ideas, but also gave deeper meaning to her caregiving role. Now, I can almost hear some of you thinking, this sounds great in theory, but how does it work in practice? Let me share a few concrete strategies that Melanie implemented. First, she developed a support network that spanned both her personal and professional life. This wasn't just about having people to help with tasks, but about creating a community that understood and valued both aspects of her life. This network became a source of emotional support, practical help, and even business opportunities. Second, she became ruthlessly efficient with her time, but not in the way you might think. Instead of trying to cram more into each day, she focused on identifying and eliminating activities that didn't serve either her caregiving or business goals. This often meant saying no to things that seemed important but weren't essential, allowing her to focus her energy where it mattered most. Third, and perhaps most surprisingly, she made self-care a non-negotiable priority. Now, I know what you're thinking. How can someone with so many responsibilities possibly prioritize self-care? But Melanie found that taking care of herself wasn't selfish. It was essential. By ensuring she was physically and mentally at her best, she was able to show up more fully in both her caregiving and business roles. But here's the kicker. Melanie discovered that the biggest obstacle wasn't external circumstances, but internal beliefs. Society often tells us that we have to choose, that we can't be successful entrepreneurs and dedicated caregivers at the same time. Melanie's experience proves that this is a false dichotomy. By rejecting this limiting belief, Melanie opened herself up to possibilities she had never considered before. She found ways to integrate her caregiving experiences into her business model, creating products and services that address needs she identified through her personal experiences. This not only led to business success, but also gave her caregiving role a sense of broader purpose. Now, I want to be clear. This isn't about glorifying struggle or suggesting that everyone should take on multiple demanding roles. What it is about is recognizing the untapped potential that exists when we challenge our assumptions about what's possible. Melanie's journey teaches us that our greatest challenges can become our greatest strengths if we approach them with the right mindset. It's about seeing the opportunities for growth in our struggles rather than just the obstacles. But let's take this a step further. What if we applied this mindset not just to our personal lives, but to society as a whole? What if we started recognizing and valuing the skills developed through caregiving as much as we value traditional business acumen? How might that change our workplaces, our communities, our economy? Imagine a world where the empathy, resilience, and problem-solving skills honed through caregiving were seen as valuable assets in the business world.
a world where we didn't force people to choose between caring for loved ones and pursuing professional ambitions, but instead created structures that allowed for the integration of both. This isn't just a pipe dream. As our population ages and caregiving becomes a reality for more and more people, finding ways to support those in dual roles isn't just a nice to have. It's an economic necessity. By reframing how we view these roles, we have the opportunity to tap into a wealth of skills and experiences that are currently undervalued. So, what can we do with this information? How can we apply Melanie's insights to our own lives and communities? First, we need to challenge our own assumptions about what's possible. Are there areas of your life where you've accepted limitations without questioning them? What might happen if you approach these limitations as opportunities instead? Second, we need to start valuing and recognizing the skills developed through caregiving and other traditionally undervalued roles. This means rethinking our hiring practices, our business models, and our social support systems. Third, we need to create more flexible structures in our workplaces and communities that allow for the integration of multiple roles. This isn't just about work from home policies or flexible hours. It's about fundamentally rethinking how we structure work and care. And finally, we need to share stories like Melanie's. By highlighting examples of people who are successfully navigating these dual roles, we can start to shift societal perceptions and inspire others to see possibilities where they once saw only obstacles. As we wrap up, I want to leave you with a challenge, a call to action that has the power to transform not just your life, but the lives of those around you and potentially our society as a whole. I challenge you to look at the most daunting obstacle in your life right now, the thing that you think is holding you back, the responsibility that you believe is preventing you from achieving your dreams. Now, I want you to completely flip your perspective. Instead of seeing it as a barrier, I want you to view it as a training ground. What skills is this challenge forcing you to develop? How is it pushing you to grow? What unique insights is it giving you that others might not have? Take a moment to really think about this. Let it sink in. This shift in perspective isn't just a mental exercise. It has the power to completely transform your reality. Now, I want you to take it a step further. How can you integrate this challenge into your goals and aspirations? How can you use the skills and insights you're gaining from this obstacle to fuel your success in other areas of your life? Remember Melanie's story, how she used her caregiving experiences to inform her business decisions and vice versa. But don't stop there. I challenge you to share this perspective with others. Challenge the narrative in your workplace, in your community, in your social circles. When you hear someone say they can't pursue their dreams because of their responsibilities, challenge that assumption. Share what you've learned today. Be the catalyst for a shift in how we view challenges and success. And finally, I challenge you to take action. Whether it's starting that business you've been dreaming of, taking on a leadership role in your community, or finding ways to integrate your personal experiences into your professional life. Do something that pushes against the limitations you've accepted until now. Remember, the next time you feel overwhelmed by the multiple demands on your time and energy, you're not just surviving. You're developing a unique set of skills and perspectives that have the potential to drive unprecedented success and fulfillment. You're not just managing multiple roles, you're integrating them into a cohesive whole that is greater than the sum of its parts. Melanie Lynn Porter's journey is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the untapped potential that exists within each of us. It challenges us to think differently about success, about caregiving, about entrepreneurship, and ultimately about what we're capable of achieving when we refuse to accept artificial limitations. So I urge you, go forth and rewrite the rules of what's possible. Challenge the status quo. Turn your obstacles into opportunities. Because who knows, your greatest challenge might just be the key to unlocking your greatest potential. The world is waiting for the unique contribution that only you can make. Don't let perceived limitations hold you back. Embrace your challenges. Integrate your experiences and unleash your extraordinary potential. The time for transformation is now. What will you do with it? Thank you